What up, you two? Welcome back to another major market breakdown where we go through all of the setups for the week. If you think you're going to get some value out of this, go ahead and hit that like button, the sub button, and that bell icon. All that's going to tell the algorithm this is good content. It needs to get pushed forward. All right, let's get into it. DXY, how we always start. We ended the week up towards this trend line that we had marked off on one of the other episodes. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, something like that. But we were thinking it was probably going to respect it, and it did. But just due to how much everything was priced in before the rate cut, we may not continue to respect this, and we may push a little bit higher. But for the most part, I'm not expecting it to push very much higher than this level here. So we may just like extend out of it a little bit and then kind of push back down into this this trend here. I do think we're gonna respect it to a certain extent. We're just probably gonna extend out of it a little bit, how we did up here. Yeah, in this little area that we got. What's that gonna look like for our pair? We're going to see a little more downside before we buy up again, and I think let me get the books. I think this little area with a little bit of liquidity in it may be the one to get taken and give us another entry to the upside. We made a lot of money on this run up. They made some more money when it spiked up again. But once we priced up here earlier in the week, I let all the chats know to go ahead and put your stop losses in profit and just let everything play out how it played out. Then the very next day, they dropped the rate cut news, spiked up, and then trickled down for the rest of the week. So really everything got priced in, you know what I'm saying, beforehand. It's usually how the markets go. The market is forward looking, kind of sees what's coming and then prices everything in beforehand. So when the news drops, you're not really trading off of the data that the news is reading. It's more so you're trading off of the liquidity that's, you know, being flooded into the market with the data. So I'm gonna be looking for this to come down a little bit more, give us some more buy entries. I am still in, like, there was 1 or 2 entries I didn't put my stop loss on private Forex. I just wanted to hold them. They're somewhere around this level here. So it's in a little bit of drawdown, not a whole lot of drawdown. It's gonna look the same on AD USD and GP USD. Just wait for some more slight bearishness and then get on in there as you would with Euro USD. Again, like I say on all the episodes, this is not financial advice. This is meant for educational purposes and to make sure you guys can kind of get ahead, get a little extra edge on the markets before the week starts off. So don't just, you know, jam yourselves into a bunch of freaking trades just because Drippy said that they're good trades. Now, Ethereum, actually, I want to go ahead and talk about Ethereum before we get to the other markets. I'm looking for Ethereum to come down some more. This might not play out at all for me, but this I like this area. I like this buy zone for Ethereum more than I like buy zones for anything else anywhere. So as far as like the major trade I'll be focused on for the next couple of weeks is trying to get into this Ethereum trade, because I really do like Ethereum over the next like couple of months, ending the year out. It usually ends the year out decently, with some decently good buy moves. Not always bearish, but some decently good buy moves. I think we're still in AUD Chef. This is the kind of trade of the next trade of the month that we're looking to make out of it. CAD JPY was the trade of the month last month, but we're still technically in it. So but this will be the trade of the month for the month of October. I know we're still in September, but you know, for a month-long trade, it takes, you know what I'm saying, a couple of extra weeks to get in there, get set up, and actually be in profit for a whole month. So this should start pushing to the upside with the Chef being an asset that kind of trades along with the dollar. As the dollar trickles down more, the Chef will as well. And then the AD being correlated with gold, you know, will make this should make for this to be a nice trade over the next couple of months or so. With gold being so strong, the AU is gonna be strong, dollar weak, Chev's gonna be weak. Great trade here. And this is why you always want to pay attention to what's going on fundamentally. Like, I know there's a lot of you out there that's like chart. I don't want to read no news, and I get it, but it'll make way more sense if you just take an hour or two on Sunday. You feel me? Check out what's going on Forex Factory. Shoot, ask GPT what is the fundamental analysis on this pair or that pair, this pair, and then you can find your chart positions a little bit easier, a little bit better. There's also something called the bird's eye tool. This thing right here, it's our free tool. You guys can find it in the link in the description. You don't have to sign up or anything. You just go on here, type in a pair that you're looking at, and then boom, hit check, and it's going to analyze it. It's going to tell you neutral momentum detected, incoming bullishness or incoming bearishness, or strong incoming bullishness or strong incoming bearishness. That's going to tell you the incoming momentum, not the momentum that's already happened. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of tools and things out there tell you about what's already happened. Those are lagging. This is a forward-looking tool, so you guys can use that, put it into your arsenal, and you know, capitalize off of it. It's free to use, so might as well. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Bitcoin, you guys can really just look at Bitcoin the same way I just analyze Ethereum. I'm looking for Bitcoin to pull back just about as much. NASDAQ on fire though, man. It's like I've been trying to get in, and it's like I really wish I would have just grabbed this entry. I was thinking about grabbing this entry, and I was like, no, it can pull back a little more, but it didn't. So I'm always like super duper. I want really good risk to reward. Of course, it's not gonna be 110 every single time, but at least 1 to 4, 1 to 3 minimum is where I'm comfortable. And I just wasn't seeing that for this trade at the moment, so I didn't take it. But wish I would have. But it's all good. We're probably gonna. I want to wait until we cool down to at least this level though. Now that we've gotten that kind of sitting there, I'm not really interested in a buy until we cool off to that level at least. And if it like comes down to like only here and it shoots off again, oh well, it'll just be a missed trade. We're already like so super extended, and even this right here is probably not even gonna, like, if price sells down to here, it's probably gonna sell down a little bit more. But there's gonna be probably some good scalps off of this level just because of how that got left there. I love playing with market psychology a little bit, and when it comes to, you know, areas like that, I already know there's gonna be a lot of traders that are gonna hit the buy button right there. It's gonna be easy to get a few little scalps there. You know, I would definitely not. Well, I don't know. This is a really good level. I don't know. I might let this level sit. Like, if I get in the trade, I'll probably give it room to at least trade down here some, and then but if it closes below this here, 23,730 ish, on the 4 hour, then I wouldn't like it anymore. That's how I would play that there. I didn't mean to do that. Then, well, we can take a look at CAD-JPY. I was actually surprised at how much it came back. It's done. We did all that. I thought this level was gonna break. It didn't. It didn't break. That level stayed kind of solid, but it's not like the data between CAD-JPY changed or anything. It only really got stronger. Same thing with like the dollar. We're just getting some pullback. I don't think we'll see this level again. We might. I mean, there's a chance we might, but I don't think we'll see this level again. I'm leaving it there in case we do, though. But I think it catching this area here was the goal of this little run up. So I think as the week opens up, we'll start seeing some more downward momentum and some breakage of this level finally for the CAD-JPY. And then last but not least, what haven't I looked at already? Oof. Oh snap! I'm stupid. Big dog. Gold. Wop dog. All right, so gold is so choppy. Similar how I'm kind of looking at Nasdaq as I'm looking at gold. I would rather wait for this pullback to this level at the very least, at the very least. I want to see it pull back to this level before I get in, because I want to get in. I definitely want to get in gold. Gold is super strong right now. There's no reason to be selling gold. There's not much of a reason for gold to sell off outside of correcting to the downside for more entries. Let me look left a little bit. See what I see? Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, I'd like this level. If it fails, I'd probably be back in at this level down here. Actually, man, I would this whole zone here with this little wick right there. That's where I get in at, and then I would just have stops like well below down here. Um, I will say, like, I don't actually genuinely trade with a stop loss on my like stop loss order. It's more so of like I'm watching. I have little alerts ready and letting me know where price is at all time, things like that, so I know what's going on. And if I don't want to be in the trade anymore, I'll just close it. Usually don't like to put a stop loss there just because like the psychology behind the stop loss like kind of makes it get hit a lot. Like if you think about it, it's like if a million people say I'm gonna put my stop loss right here below this structure right here, then 9 times out of 10 it's gonna go there because all the liquidity is there. You know what I'm saying? Price isn't necessarily hunting your stop loss, but it's hunting areas of interest. So if you're putting your stop loss in an area of interest, it's probably gonna get hit. And then you notice that it goes that immediately your stop loss gets hit and the trade goes in your direction, and it's like that happens because of the fact that like you shouldn't have had your stop loss there. But you should have a stop loss in your mind. You should have an area where I need to get out of this trade. This is the most I'm willing to lose. All right, that doesn't mean just be trading willy nilly. You should still be using good risk to reward management in your trades, making sure that if you're gonna take a trade, you can hold it for however much drawdown you need to hold it for. I've seen folks open up trades like stupid big, and I'm like, now what if it goes 50 pips against you? It's like, but what do you mean? Like, it's one of your trades. Like, don't matter if it's one of my trades, bro. You always got to be safe when it comes to this. Protect your capital first. It's cool to make a lot of money. It's cool to get regular withdrawals and things like that. But the best thing is being able to trade again next week. All right. If you guys got some value out of this, make sure you hit that like button, that sub button, and that bell icon. All that's going to tell the algorithm that this is good, valuable content. It needs to get pushed forward, and we need to get pushed forward, y'all, because I keep seeing so many people out here that are losing and not making money, and they're hitting me up like, what do I do? And like, we sent the free course. We have a free course. We have a free course and a paid course. It depends on how you want to get started. But it's like, this channel doing these updates regularly is, I feel like, one of the best things that I can do as an educator for my community is to like walk you through what I'm doing, how I'm looking at everything, so you can really see how all of the techniques and confluences are actually implemented live. So like I said, you guys got some value out of this, hit that like button, that sub button, and that bell icon. All that's gonna tell everyone's good content. I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.